lot of times people want some support. They want someone to represent them in a case. They also want someone to explain things to them, listen to them, and show some support. And I think it's going to be much more human to do it in person, to listen to somebody and have them, tell you about their experience in the military as a whole, and then narrow down to what happened at Camp Lejeune, but hear out the family and hear what it is that they're going through, and see them and shake their hand, and have eye contact during that conversation. I think that's got to mean a lot to people. I know it means a lot to people that I've worked with, and they tell me that all the time. Thank you for listening to me and not cutting me off and giving me as much time as I needed.
So I met with a guy yesterday, and we're going to represent him. And he actually had hired another law firm, and he decided he wasn't comfortable with the other law firm. And what he says, I shopped around and I talked to a lot of law firms before I talked to you and before I hired somebody. And he goes, you lawyers, you all got these questions, and you got to, and this is, we have our questions. We know the elements. We know what we got to show. We have to show that somebody was at Camp Lejeune for more than 30 days and that they have an illness, and that we can relate the illness to the chemicals that were in the water there. So we have our questions. The lawyers got their questions. We can ask the same questions to everybody, and we can make out the elements of a claim, of a lawsuit, whatever you want to call it. The thing that he said to me is, you guys are always asking me questions, but you're never giving me any answers. He goes, I got the questions. I want to know what's going on here. And he said, I just wasn't comfortable. All I ever did was give information, but I never got any information. And the only answer I ever got from my other lawyer was, we'll see. Time will tell. We'll figure it out. And of course, it's a new law. The law has not even been signed by President Biden, but it passed the Senate yesterday evening, less than 24 hours ago it passed. And we went to the national conference out in St. Louis and talked to a bunch of lawyers, and we've studied the law and all that stuff. And there's no promises, there's no guarantees. Everybody knows that. I'll tell them that. We don't know how everything's going to shake out, but I'll give you my best guess. I'll explain to you what this means, and it could go this way and it could go that way. And I think, I think that's something that people forget too. Your job as a lawyer is not just to get a result. That's what you say, right? It's to give advice and explain the situation so the person understands what's going on today, what we're looking at tomorrow, what the process is going to be, not just, someday, a year or two from now, being like, okay, here's what happened, and no idea what's happening on a daily